everybody, welcome. VeVe Magic here, coming to you today with another collectible / Disney history video. Before I begin, you may have noticed that my intro was a little bit longer and changed up a little bit. That's because I just added on channel memberships to my channel. So I wanted to give a massive thank you and shout out to my first three members, J. Co, Smarty Pants 187, and Bounder Yo. Thank you so much for your support and helping me with my YouTube journey and VeVe journey. Greatly appreciated. Channel memberships are going to give me a way to connect a little bit closer to my audience and provide an extra layer of value. So I promise to do that, whether it be connecting through posts I do, giving you early access to videos. I'm going to do some members focused giveaways with stuff that I get from the parks. And I can build from there. I'm just brand new at this, so I'm still figuring it out. But as a start off, if you guys could please reach out to me on Twitter or Instagram at VeVe Magic. I would love to send you a personalized thank you card in the mail, just to say how much I appreciate you supporting me. And if anybody else is interested, you can go to my page and see the join button. And without further ado, here's a video I'm very excited about. I wanted to do another collectibles video because I got pretty good feedback from the Steamboat Willie. People enjoyed seeing the AR, seeing it tied to the parks, learning a little bit more about the Disney history behind it. And so I sent out a tweet asking for suggestions of other videos on collectibles that I could do. And I got some great feedback, so I will try to keep going down that path and providing more parks content with the collectibles as much as possible. This one I chose because it's obviously very much my favorite, and I'm airing this on my birthday, and so it just seems that they should kind of go hand in hand. So today I'm doing the partner statue, and that was suggested by a community member, John, thank you. And I didn't know how I wanted it to look or go, and I recently did a trip to the parks with my daughter for just a one-on-one day, and I was super inspired because one of my favorite spots in California Adventure is Carnegie Circle. And I happened to look on my web app to see if they had seating. It's very hard to get seating day of there in the lounge. You have to time it just right. And I checked the app and there was seating available. And I went in there and was just inspired because if you've been in there, you'll understand, but it's a very nostalgic building with a lot of Disney history to it. So I'm going to focus on 3 different things in this video, and they all sort of tie together, and you'll see how. So I'm going to give you a lot of memorabilia pictures that I shot while I was there. I'm going to give you a lot of the history, so I'm going to have to refer to my notes quite a bit. And then we'll finish up with the partner statue and its relevance, significance, and some more history. And I personally myself learned quite a bit doing this video, so I hope others do as well and that you enjoy it. So here's Carnegie Circle, and it is a replica of the iconic theater from Hollywood's Golden Age, which originally opened in 1926 and closed in 1969. The significance of this building to Walt Disney is that it hosted the premiere of Snow White, which was his first animated feature-length film. The replica here in Disneyland California Adventure came in June of 2012. This building houses Carnegie Circle Restaurant, Carnegie Circle Lounge, Carnegie Circle Alfresco Dining, and Club 1901. Now, if you're familiar at all with 1901, you'll know that it has a tie to Club 33. It's the counterpart in California Adventure. And I shot this little video that I think is really cute because it's a hidden Mickey on the floor that you may not know of, and it's right at the entrance to 1901. So that's a fun little hidden Mickey in the park. Now, what I love about this building is the ambiance and the nostalgia. And I took a lot of photos of the old black and white photographs of Walt and bits and pieces of his history, so that you can see how the parks pay so much respect and homage to Disney history. And so you'll see a lot of these photos. You just get an old feel in general when you're here. Everybody, from the attire that the cast members wear to the music, to the seating and furniture, everything is just makes you feel like you were in the era and you could have been in that theater with Walt Disney himself. So while I was in the lounge, I did venture upstairs because that's where their restrooms are located, and I wanted to see more of the memorabilia and huge photos on the walls and explore a little bit. Also, upstairs is where you go to eat at Carnegie Circle restaurant. So I took a quick video so you could see how beautiful it is, the surroundings, the nostalgia, just the feel of the restaurant. It is an upscale restaurant. You need reservations for it. But it is a great experience to do if you ever get the opportunity. Very nice ambiance, great quality food. But right outside the restaurant is one of my favorite photos, if probably the favorite photo of mine in the entire building. And that's a photo of Walt with Shirley Temple. And the reason that I feel that that is so significant in that building is because it goes back to the Snow White film. So that film was the highest grossing sound film at that time. And the next year, Walt was awarded an honorary Oscar. But what was special about it is it was one tall Oscar statue as well as 7 miniatures, and they were presented to him by Shirley Temple. So that's just a fun fact that I think really ties it nicely together, that her photo is in there with him as a special moment in time, but it also really connects to Carnegie Circle having been the birthplace of that film to the public. Now, I also included some pictures of the menu so you can see what they have to offer. Excellent bar menu. If you're into cocktails or even mocktails, they have great options, and the food quality is also very good in the lounge. I will say I would not go to the lounge if you're looking for a full-blown meal because the portions are pretty small, and it is pricey, but I like going there just for the relaxed atmosphere. It's another place in Disneyland where you go in there and you don't feel like you're in the parks anymore. You feel transported to, just a different point in time, and you don't, the hustle and bustle is gone. And, it's just nice to kind of kick your feet up and relax a little bit and, and enjoy some quiet time. So especially when my kids are napping, I love to go in there. So yeah, I definitely recommend the lounge if you've never been. So when I went to Carnegie Circle, that's where I got my inspiration for this video. I knew that I wanted to do Walt, but I didn't know how it was going to look. And so when I went into this restaurant and was surrounded by all the memorabilia and vibes of that time, it made me want to dive a little deeper into Disney history. And so I started, researching the restaurant, and then I thought, well, we don't talk about the other partner statue very much. We have talked about it a little bit, but I don't really know much about it. So I started researching that and wanted to speak a little bit about it because it is the counterpart to the partner statue in Disneyland. So California Adventure's statue is called Storytellers. And it was commissioned for the overhaul of California Adventure back in 2012. And this statue sits across from Carnegie Circle on Buena Vista Street. So it's still kind of tied. It's very much tied to the restaurant in that era. And unlike Partners, which depicts a successful Walt, having kind of completed his dream, the Storyteller statue more so depicts Walt arriving in LA in July of 1923, and this young Walt who, just got here with a suitcase and a dream, and where that dream led him. And so I love that fact that it's more about the beginning version of Walt. So I hope you enjoyed that little bit of history about the Storyteller statue and why it is in Disney California Adventure and what it represents and some of the history behind it. There are 2 other statues around the world of the same exact one that is at Tokyo Disney Sea and Shanghai Disneyland. So if you're ever there, make sure you check them out. All right, without further ado, I give you the big kahuna. Let's talk about the partner statue. So I wanted to do a video of the walk up to the partner statue so you could sort of see what it's like if you've never been to Disneyland or one of the other parks before, what it's like to walk up to that statue and its positioning within the park. It acts as the center hub to the park, so all the different lands sort of go off to each direction from it, but it is the center point and focal point of the parks. The artist for the statue is Blaine Gibson. The statue is 6 feet 5 inches tall, which is 7 inches taller than Walt himself. It took a year to create, and the model used for Mickey was Fantasia, where he shook hands with the conductor. So that's kind of cool that it's tied to a movie in some respect as the motivation for what Mickey should look like holding Walt's hand. This statue is located at Disneyland, Walt Disney Studios in Burbank, Walt Disney World, Tokyo Disney, and Disneyland Paris. And I actually hadn't known about it being in Burbank, which I should have because I'm local, but that was news to me. So I was happy to learn that. Now, the artist Gibson chose to depict Walt as if it was 1954 and he was in his prime. And he's looking at the park, admiring it, and saying, you know, look what we accomplished together, because they were a team through it all, he and Mickey. And, you know, look at all the happy people who have come to visit us today. My voice cracks a little bit, sorry. Just reading that out loud is special. So Mickey was originally planned to be portrayed holding an ice cream cone, but the artist then decided that that was too juvenile. And one thing I love about this artist is he's known for his work in Fantasia, Bambi, Alice in Wonderland, Peter Pan, several other films. He also started sculpting and worked on Pirates of the Caribbean, Haunted Mansion, Tiki Room, and Small World. So, you know, he's sort of a legend in his own right and has a lot of ties to Disney history and all the things that we know and love. So I love that they chose him as the sculptor for this piece because, you know, a true fan is going to give you the best work. So that was really cool. Another fun fact is that the statue was placed at Disneyland November 18th, 1993, which was Mickey's 65th birthday. So, you know, again, I love seeing all the historical ties to kind of everything that Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, all of them do. You know, and that points back to the app and everybody, you know, learning how the company kind of operates with their own marketing and future plans. And you can see that this is just the way they've done it for years and years and years, is they love to have ties. So, you know, we all love to speculate to see what's coming next. And, you know, this is just another point in time that shows that that's something that Disney pays a lot of attention to. And the fans, the huge fans, really love and appreciate all those, you know, basic like Easter eggs. One last fun fact for you. A lot of people know that there are hidden Mickeys throughout the parks. You can find them on rides. You can find them on walls, on the ground. Cast members might make a shape out of leaves, but hidden Mickeys are very much a thing at the parks. We saw one earlier in the video. But there does exist one hidden Walt, and that is in a shop across from Club 33. It's a crystal shop, and I added a video here so you can see. And that is a little known fact, that there's a hidden Walt head within the theme parks. And also on California Adventure side, he's not really so much hidden, but I like this picture of Walt because the place where he is sort of hidden. It's the Sorcerer's Workshop, which is in an animation building. And a lot of people don't even know that this room exists because it's sort of hard to find. One day when I do a trip with some of the VeVe community, I definitely plan to show them this little hidden gem. And that's where you can find Beast Library as well. So he's not so hidden, but I just like that the place itself is hidden. So that's a couple of fun little hidden Walts that you guys can find when you go to the parks. Thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe learned something a little bit new about Partner Statue, or just, you know, enjoy the trip down memory lane. I certainly enjoyed making it. I know I learned something new, and it just, you know, reaffirms why I love the statue so much, and, you know, why it means so much to me. So thank you to the community for pushing me to make this video, and I hope you all enjoyed it, and see you next time. Thank you.